Hi, good afternoon. I'm Jill and I've been invited along this afternoon. I really want to find out about how do people living with disabilities, epilepsy, autism or any type of condition, how it affects their daily life. The Kissaram Epilepsy Foundation, isn't it? That's what you set up. In what year? What year?
It was set up in 12th December 2016.
And Fred, can we ask, do you have epilepsy yourself?
Yes, I have epilepsy myself.
Okay.
Since the year 2011 while I was working in Iraq. I was working as a pastry chef and I was working with British Petroleum and from there it is when now I started experiencing the seizures and all that until now I was diagnosed. It came while I was 28 years. So I never accepted the fact, but when I came home and I went to the hospital, it is when now that I realized now I am sick, I have to live a clean life.
Yeah. How did your family react?
My mother, she took it with a lot of grief. People were shocked, but my aunts were really saying that I have demons or people were possessing me with demons. So it was
Is that what people thought, that you were possessed in some way?
Yes, a lot of people here still think that if you have epilepsy, you are either with demons or somebody bewitched you. So there's a very big misconception here.
And
Yes.
for the drugs itself, are they expensive or are they handed out?
Drugs are very expensive because these drugs you have to take them day to day. So and in Kenya, more than 3/4 of the people earn less than $1. So
I belong to the West London branch of Epilepsy Action, which is a charity that covers the whole of the UK.
okay.
Your society has how many members?
My organization has over 200 members. We have in Kenya, I think at the moment we have like 10 organizations that deal with epilepsy.
Okay.
But we have the board that is called the National Epilepsy Coordination Committee. And here in our country, the National Hospital Insurance doesn't cover epilepsy. So people with epilepsy really have a long way to go, and it is very, very sad. The first problem we have here is your family. If your family doesn't accept you, you'll be able to really have a hard life. Like 2 months ago, we had a lady that had epilepsy and she was raped by more than 5 people.
The question is, it's all about down to educating people, but then again the governments, even in England, I think we're better here, but to educate through the schools and the young people so they can learn. And as Julie mentioned earlier, there were 42 different types of epilepsy, but I've read that they're equally then grouped into 7 categories, which I didn't know. I just assumed it was just from one part of the brain.
We have up to 40 people in the group, and that's just one branch.
Yes,
well,
yeah.
I think there are probably, like yourself, we have actually maybe 150 members.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do people with epilepsy in your place like have jobs?
Yes. Yes. If they can. I mean, there are people with severe epilepsy who can't work. But a lot of people just go about their business as other people do.
They can't be fired even if they have a
Absolutely,
sick, you know?
absolutely not. No.
Well,
No.
I can say here in my country, a lot of people who have epilepsy, if maybe a company knows that you have epilepsy and let's say you have a seizure, direct, you are going home. So,
Going home and not coming back. Is that what you mean? Going home all over?
yes,
Actually,
they will fire because they don't want to take the blame, or they will say, mostly people with epilepsy, they really have a hard life.
You mentioned depression, or you did, Fred, didn't you? Like depression,
Yeah.
that it can become a loss of self-esteem, isn't it? Anxiety,
Yes.
and how you're perceived in the public.
But before I accept, because you can be taking the meds that you have not accepted. You know, accepted is the first healing process.
of
Yes,
course.
yes,
yeah.
yeah.
That's very important.
Yes.
Your foundation, Fred, and your support group that you run,
Yeah.
Julia, is very good for people with epilepsy to just come forward and maybe feel safe.
in the support group, I think that's what people find most strength, the biggest strength, that they can all chat to each other, and it's the first time that they've met a whole bunch of people who have the same problem as themselves. And yes, we do swap information.
Once you are living in that state, you are in this state of despair, because number one, nobody cares about you. The family members don't care. You don't have money to go to the hospital, so you're just living a day at a time.
What about children's attitude?
I have one of our members who is a child, and she has epilepsy. When she had epilepsy, all the people in her class never came to sit with her.
Oh,
because they were told that if you have epilepsy, it is contagious.
Oh,
yeah. No. I have 2 children, and
Yes.
From a very, very, very young age, they saw me having seizures. They saw me having seizures. Now they're 27 and 29, and for them, it's just not a big deal. I think it would be very important here to get to young people. Do you feel the same?
Go to schools and focus on the young children and teach them about epilepsy. One of the parents never told the daughter that the brother has epilepsy. So when we went to the school and taught about epilepsy, the causes, the triggers, and the symptoms, so the girl in the evening told the father, "You never told me my brother has epilepsy."
Sometimes it seems a bit of a lost cause, doesn't it? You know, trying to stamp out the stigma. But I don't think it is a lost cause. You just got to keep trying.
I think with anything, I mean, autism or people with diabetes, it's similar. I think it's been quite very useful for me to listen to both of you. It's very interesting, and I really think even in England it needs to have more publicity.
Oh yes,
advertising on the
totally
television.
Agree with that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
With all these disabilities or conditions.
And I wish you luck. The very best of luck with your society. I think it sounds like you're doing a great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Fred.
Also wish to invite you to my organization. You can come to volunteer.
Good, we will.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Yeah.
We should, yes, we should. One day, hopefully.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.